Hello. Welcome to Late Night with Rick. Some of you may have just finished watching Saturday Night Live with Dan. And I thought I'd hop on and see if anybody wanted to hang out and chat a little more. No, I don't know of any, but if I saw some, I would catch it and bake it and eat it. They're just another type of rat that we can make into food. How are you all? What did I think? I was so impressed as you. And that guy, Franco, he was like just ready to start. All right, I'll take and become just instantly a co-host of Dan Bell. All right, well, maybe I'm being replaced. Oh, and I have to talk softer. So this is Late Night with Rick. So what happened today? We had the community Rummage sale. This is the community of old people, very ancient people in some examples. My mother, 92. So we have a bunch of old people trying to move furniture and boxes and tables and all kinds of other shit. And it is hilarious. I really should have videotaped it, but I got a little upset when the one person drove over my foot with a little cart type thing they rigged up, pulled behind a golf cart. And they served ham pocket sandwiches to everybody who volunteered today. And everyone was overheated and exploded on one side, and everybody picked them up and ate them, and they were something like this kind of a shape. It's Swiss cheese and ham. What's so bad about Swiss cheese and ham? That was a nasty image sent to me by Jimmy Rick. Jimmy Rick. Thank you, Marcus. I love you too. Yes, he is the devil who gave me this image, which I found so offensive after I figured out what the hell I was looking at that I had to send it to Dan Bell. Now, Dan is saying it's the worst thing he's ever seen. But when Dan and I used to go on Skype together, Dan and I would try to have fun. Thank you, say it isn't so. We would try to find the grossest thing.
What are you doing a live?
Yeah, I'm doing a little live.
Okay, just don't do that because I hear you.
Put your pillow over your head.
Huh?
Put my pillow over your head.
Put a pillow on my head.
Yeah. Not so you can't breathe. That's Darlene. She was up at 6 a.m. one Saturday morning. She worked all day on this stupid thing. We finished up about like 3 o'clock. I took over the role of emptying the trash and helping moving some empty containers back to storage. Yeah, so she crashed out early. So I hadn't even had a drink, but the last 35, 40 minutes of Dan's program, I had to go and get myself a nice big glass of Jim Beam with some ice. Then I I have a nice bottle of water here, filtered through a zero water pitcher. Now, they didn't tell you about zero water pitchers, because sometimes you get water, but sometimes you get zero, because the filter gets air bubbles in it. Air bubbles. So if no water goes through the filter, you don't get any fucking drinking water, zero water. And then we're supposed to try to squeeze a fairly thick plastic cylindrical piece with our bare hands, like we have vice grip hands. Yes, zero water. What the is wrong with your filter? I mean, yes, we used your little tester. We tested the tap water, and then we ran it through the zero water filter, and it was zero. It started at 386, some number in solids. I don't know if it's thousands, millions, I don't know. Just tells you 386. It's some dumb meter that they gave. I'm going to put my glasses back on, because actually I just got a donation, and it's like a blur with little rectangular shapes. And my face looks horrible. Probably it is. And I'm cottonmouth. I've needed an extra amount of medicinal cannabis to help me tonight. We have a Brita. We got rid of the Brita. Yeah, don't I? I need to get some preparation H on my face before I come on late, so all the vital fluids are shrunk. Jimmy Rick, I would have a ham pocket with you too, buddy. And I also want to say thank you to Megadeth Gigantor. Thank you, Rick, for your JB partaking. JB. Jim Beam. Definitely. But I like old granddad the best. So I got 72 of you in here. Wow. Wow. I got 37 likes and a couple bucks in the super chat. So 39 likes won't do it all. And I'm going to see if I see any different faces in here. But if there are people new to this channel, well, click subscribe, click the bell, and click the like button for this live stream. Now, how do you do that? You have to step out of the chat, click the like button, and then come back in. Please. I really appreciate it. And the rest of you mongrels who were usual partakers of the joys of live stream I provide, do your business. Click your buttons, my God. Thank you, Plumall. There's a small concentration of people who call me a star. I started it. I came up with this stupid name. Actually, my wife did. Rick Serra Star. And she gave me cards that had my name on the one side and Rick Serra Star on the front with just a black background with that in a little white area in the middle. And that was my first card. And I wrote on some other things when I started to actually have a website, etc. Thank you, Greg. And I'm just a hopeless alcoholic, really. I'm sorry to let y'all down. I'm a drug addict and I'm a drunkard. And only thing I'm not is a womanizer because I'm too lazy. Thank you, James. Yeah, we're down in Florida. Sadly for Dan, I have the indoor air quality monitor. He probably doesn't remember that. He'll remember when he tries to look for it. And I have my own black light. And there are some places down here that are bad. I guess I could do it to Darlene again. She's a good sport. Rick the appendage, Sarah. Yes, back in my porn movie days. Thank you very much for that reference. Who was that? That gave me that Megadeth Gigantor. Thank you very much. Yes, actually, I was one of the founding members of a band that started as Hayride. Then it became Haunted Hayride. Then it became Pulling Strings. The third name is the one I like the most. So I did dabble at trying to create my own compositions, work with other people, and we were together for about 3 years, culminating in playing Artscape 2001, I believe, or no? Yeah, 2001, here in Baltimore City. We're up in Baltimore City. And we performed for a total of 20 minutes. Wow. But we had quite a crowd. A couple thousand people watched us because last minute they put us up on one of the real good stages with the nice floor. And we were going along real well. And all of a sudden, someone accidentally kicked out an extension cord and killed all of the amps. Somehow the bass amp was on another circuit, luckily for him, as were the PA system, so we had the drums mic'd up. So for about 5 minutes, they did a bass drum solo just to keep things alive, and then we went back into the middle of the song we were playing at the time, hopped right back on it, and then played our last two songs and got off. Yep, you got to be able to go with the moment, even when shit happens. That's showbiz. So, so I did what you asked, the last Nokia user. I am here. Let me see what you're saying. At the Explorers, Dan Bell has hit Saturday night show, has his, and then Rick came out because the Rickheads in the Dan Bell show demanded I pop on. And I would love that more of the Dan Bell heads would come over and join the Rickheads because I think that there's a lot of crossover potential here. Because at times you see me working with Dan on the podcast until I just got replaced by Frank, the Booger Man. I'm no longer going to be on the podcast now. I'll have to send my equipment back to Dan. He's got someone else to podcast. Isn't that what you understood? I'm so bad. I'm starting crap and it isn't even real. Oh my God. So you're a dickhead and a danhead. I thought I was the only real dickhead, but apparently I have a whole crowd of wannabe dickheads. I should be wearing a pair of sunglasses that actually just provide me with enough to be able to see the words so I don't look so pitiful here with my eyes look like slivers. Well, I got up at 7, but I did get my hour and a half nap, which some people may recognize that is the secret to my youthful face is getting an hour and a half of sleep late afternoon just for a booster so that I can look nice on the early version, especially the 5 o'clock version. If I didn't do this, I'd come up at 5 o'clock. Hi, I'm Rick Serra, your host. This is Cocktail Hour with Rick. And I don't think that's what you really want for that show. So I'll keep getting a little booster nap. We call it a power nap. It makes it sound even more legitimate, right? A few of you might have watched on replay. I did actually have some people live. A crazy, stupid thing I did yesterday evening late. The fog. So that was fun. I love to have fun. I love to just goof around and have some fun. And if it makes someone either laugh or if it just entertains somehow, that just makes it even better. So we're both enjoying the moment together. So isn't that a positive? Hey, explorers. I got Scott catching up and watching all your stuff and reading up so he's prepared. Oh, yeah. The explorers, Nick anyway, is in a podcast about nothing. And I'll be guest when his podcast recording is going to be coming up Tuesday night after my first live with Rick. And I'm hoping, I got 91 of you now to tell you this, I'm really hopeful. The weather looks great. It looks like it's going to be a cocktail hour with Rick at the beach for sunset. And that's usually a nice thing to be able to enjoy. And when I leave it alone, hey, SBJ, glad to have you aboard. It actually serves as a almost automatic ASMR. You could replay it and put your own music in front of it or behind it, whatever you want to look. I'm going to Florida in October. No, Jimmy Rick, it's not. It's probably about the same on the East Coast or the West Coast. In October, you'll be in the upper 70s, early October anyway. By the end of October into November, now you're into the low 70s. Late November, December, you're just barely holding 70. Last year I was in it when it was down to 68 degrees, and it was in December, but I still got my fat butt in there and was able to sustain life because of the walrus-like blubber that protects my vital organs. And my head I keep out of the water most of the time when it's that kind of a low temperature. Chad, did you miss some news? No, nothing new has happened. Really, thank you, Patricia. I'd fly from Montreal to hang out. Oh, I woke up. I guess I woke you up.
Yes, and a pillow doesn't help.
So guess what? Darlene's up. Well, it's a funny thing.
We live in a fucking tin box. It's
got
like
you.
you're right next to the bed.
Patricia,
Come on, Bo. Come on, I'll share.
when did we do the idea of a private party with Rick.
Oh, that was over a year ago.
That was like 2 years ago. Life was just getting started.
Yeah.
Dan had turned down doing Cameo. And he said, you know, you could do something. And I said, maybe I could do a private party where I come to you and you could set up your own party. I'll drive 1 hour one way. Otherwise, you have to take care of my arrangements. That would be at your cost, and then there'd be a flat fee for my appearance. And what were we doing? $400, I think we were saying. Even
I
not
have to
that was at the most.
Depends on how long it was.
Because at the same time, Dan Bell was hosting a private day with Dan. Like this gentleman tonight got the equivalent of what Dan was selling for $1,000. Yes. That was like 2 years ago. Like I said, day with Dan. No, I don't think that was the case, and I don't think there was any charge. That's the point I'm raising. He was charging people $1,000 for a day with Dan. But guess who was the assistant? Guess who got the water? Who drove the truck? Used their truck? Went to all the locations. Was at Leakin Park when he finds bones. And we have to get involved with the police. And we have to sit there for a couple of hours until they say we can leave.
Thanks, Plum.
Because we were involved in disturbing human remains. The great Dan Bell, he was so good in helping to show these remains to the officer. Before the officer came, we were looking at the remains and we found like the patella of one leg, that's the knee, and we found multiple
You want
teeth.
to come up? Come on. Turn around.
Yeah, I'm not getting the cheddar, not at all. So Dan's tremendous. But I have at times
Well,
been
thanks,
in the
Cash.
shadows
Not
to help
till
out with
Monday,
things.
Next Monday.
And, you know, it's really crazy to even meet someone like Dan. I had no idea of the depth of his connections with real celebrities. And just not accustomed to knowing someone who has those kind of connections.
Well, it's
And
59
myself,
degrees here.
down to 59 degrees. It's felt chilly different times today. And unfortunately, last night,
It's 23 in Baltimore.
23 in Baltimore. That sucks. That really does suck. I'm so sorry. I'm really sorry for you. I have, what do we have the house at? 65?
Air house, yeah.
Something like that. So we're running the house at 65 degrees and loaded it up with a bunch of cleaned out milk cartons and such filled with water because the water's been turned off, which is a smart thing to do when you leave your home for a period of time. And luckily we have a very capable caretaker. And if she doesn't understand what the heck she's seeing, she has my daughter and son-in-law, who are both very knowledgeable in construction and have pretty good eyes for finding things you don't want to know. Yeah, the human remains were really interesting. I walked down to where he was after waiting for quite a while because he had been like digging around this one particular spot, Hi, Marie. Marie's in here now,
I see.
and I'm up to 93 likes now. Thank you all for clicking that like button.
Oh, you're well. Robbie got his hotel soap and shampoo.
Oh, good. All the way from the time we did that, way back with Steve. That's the
Yes.
right. So Steve Seaboat and I did a live ADR live back in Baltimore, and I think it went pretty well. Wish we could have found the place as messed up as what Dan found tonight. And yes, over 100. Always good.
Jimmy Rick, it's snail mail. I'll check the date. I know it's been a while.
We'll have to look into it. As we do with anyone, if you order something from us, or even if you're a first time viewer on the Cocktail Hour with Rick, you know, we will look into the shipment of
ship.
things. The shipment of your gift. And Madness Hour is here. I got interrupted, but I was watching your latest edition of the Madness Hour. I was just getting ready to start, basically, after the 1 minute intro of pretty much a blacked out image. And then you cleared it, and then I got to see the entire image, and you were ready to get into something else. That's where I got paused, but I will be going back and watching that. But it's not a Madness Hour. It's only like 35 minutes, man.
Hey, mother of the drummers.
So it's a Madness half hour. I'm freaking out. It's not an hour, man. You say the Madness Hour, I expect an hour.
Hey, honey.
So I'm just sorry. I'm twitching, but you got me out of sync by doing a 34-minute episode, calling it an hour.
Stop bitching.
Oh, he probably loves the attention. He knows I'm just playing around and riffing on him. So I had one drink finally.
Did you ever hear from?
Apparently, it was going to be a date. We were hoping it started at 11. That's what I encouraged them. I said, most real partiers don't start till 11.
Oh, they were doing a date. Well, good for them.
Right. So I popped into Discord. Does anybody do that? The Discord, which we've talked about, that there is one for the Cocktail Hour with Rick. I was in there with, thank you, mother of the drummers. Yes, she is. And even when I wake her up and she's now under blankets,
It's cold out here.
and it's cold out here, it's only 59.
I mean, we live in a tin box. If you're sitting out here,
That's right,
I-
easy,
I can hear every word.
every word, because we have this little, here's what we have. It's basically aluminum framed, and it's not like really great double paned insulated. It's just a pane of glass. And then oh, isn't that a beautiful, oh, I know, that is so beautiful, that little wreath there. Actually, it was a gift from a friend for my mother.
Good night, the Explorers.
The Explorers go on a run. They go to bed early up in, where is he? Vermont? Massachusetts? New Hampshire. I'm messing with you. Good night, man. Of course, we're on the water.
Robbie
I
put up
have
a
waterfront
Discord
property. Would you love to be
Right.
able to sit? What?
link. Robbie put up a Discord link.
Oh, Robbie put up a Discord link. Thank
He
you.
did.
So that link was put up by Robbie. Anybody who's curious, you can find out where it is and have it saved for future use.
That somebody asked what that line was above your lip, Rick.
The line is a mystery. But I think as I smoke
It's from the pot. That's
pot,
the mystery.
I get the oil on my lips, and somehow I'm such a slobbering Italian that I leave a residue of the oil from the resin.
No, it's not
Yes,
the villages.
Athalod has got it. It's called resin lip. Thank you. Patricia, how cold is it in Canada? Have you ever heard of Fahrenheit? That's the system we use here in America. We don't have the capability of knowing foreign languages or Celsius. All right, minus 25 degrees, 0 Celsius, right? So, yes, okay, I got you. So that equals what? Is that like 2 degrees Fahrenheit, something like that? I would guess it's like 2 degrees Fahrenheit. Is it really, Patricia? Wow. That's how cold it is. It's negative in that Fahrenheit shit too. It's 45 wherever Athalod is. So, people are laughing because it's so cold. That's all you can do. You got to at least laugh about it. Otherwise, the freezing numbness of your toes. And
Good
when
job,
and when
loser.
they get dark looking, black and blue, that might be medical indication of what we call gangrene.
Do you have any newbies, Rick? Oh, why are you putting that on
I don't
me?
know. Are there any people here who have never seen a live stream with Rick? Of course, this is called Late Night with Rick.
It's minus 13 degrees Fahrenheit.
Minus 13 is minus 25. Well, Patricia, you are correct. When you get to minus whatever, minus is really cold. I'll give it to you. And with the wind chill, oh, mother of the drummers, howling wind. Well, but you have that beautiful, fresh
Anything, St.
air,
James?
natural environment, freedom more than we enjoy here in the United States.
You can take that off me.
Isn't that why you live
Thank you.
in a northern clime in frickin' Canada? It's because of all that, right? Tell me.
Well, then, Lizard, send us the information
Is it really Lizard? Well,
for the live stream.
okay, so Lizard, you send us your name as would be for mail and the street address and city and zip code, and you send it to Rick period
Why
ADR
not just put it up?
at AOL.com. And we'll send you a little gift to thank you.
Hey, Josh.
Now, we're assuming you're going to click subscribe and click the damn bell. But if not, we just wasted 45 cents. Don't take it hard. That's what it costs to send up one of those little packages to you people. I'm sorry, it's 57 cents. Price went up again.
No,
A
hon,
damn
stamp-
inflation.
A stamp is 58 cents.
58 for a stamp. I was talking about for the whole thing.
No.
God, we're over $1 now. The reproduction of the item that we use as a gift, the dang, the beautiful business card with a personal signature from me. I mean, at some point when I finally get the gravy train you'll be ground level fans. Still have the kind of access you enjoy now. Maybe even, I hit real big, maybe I'll be sending money to you all. Or just mailing you t-shirts and shit. So you got to give me your name and mailing address. I need to know where you are. I'm not going to track you with digital bullshit.
Rick,
What?
Soul just put up, my mom just saw that you were live and she said, is that old man live? What's he up to?
The old man? How old is she to call me old man? She's calling the kettle black over here.
You've been saying that a lot lately.
The pot and the kettle black. It's old. I'm old. I remember how to repeat it. It works. So, got your card, t-shirt. Oh, who's that? Oh, Megadeth Gigantor's got t-shirts, keychain, got the soap keychain, which we don't even have anymore. That shows a early purchaser of our merch on our website. It really,
Oh, she's 63.
it really touches me. I'm 62.
No.
You're older than me.
Oh,
The old man's younger than the old lady.
Rick, the last Nokia,
Yes,
their mom said,
yes,
Rick Serra, is that the old Lush?
yes. Yes, he's the old lush and the pothead. Speaking of which, I haven't done my Willie Nelson.
Tangential nothingness.
I
Is this
remember
your first live?
I saw Tangential in Dan's thing. So Tangential,
Did you join Dan?
did you just? Yes, I did.
Okay, I thought.
I
maybe-
even gave him $10,
Oh fuck.
and he didn't read the joke. He said he'll give it back to me. I doubt. I don't care.
Why would he give it back to?
That's right. I don't care. So there's a record. I gave Dan $10. So he can't say I never give him anything. Maybe he'll throw me a 20. Because he's a
Not in
big
there.
spender. He's now watching me after I was watching him. Hey, Frank, are you watching me too? Dan, Frank, Dan,
I didn't see him.
are you going to use those condoms tonight?
Stop.
Frank, Dan. I can see them now. They've decided to just go over to Frank's house.
Muse Juice. Hello there.
Booger, that is. So anybody who has never seen the live stream, is not familiar with the Rick Serra world, this is on YouTube, and it's amazing I'm still here, because apparently they love to pick my pocket. But whatever, that's my problem. And I'm not going to stop putting junk up on here. And the live show we do twice a week. Earl of Baltimore, there's an old fart I haven't seen on the show for a couple of moments. Good to have you, Earl. But if you are a newbie, as we call you affectionately, write to Rick, ADR at AOL.com with your name and mailing address, snail mail, and we will be sending you a little gift. Please subscribe, click the bell, click for always.
You have over 100 likes now.
That's excellent, 115 people. Now I'm just looking for somebody like Michael Lutz to come in and decide to just throw large sums of money at me. That doesn't happen all the time, but anybody so moved, I am happy to accept your generous gifting.
Celeste Mars loves you.
That's all. None of that. Well, I love you too. Celeste. I think it's Celeste.
Well,
Ce-
wow,
it is
Discord. You
Celeste.
should do it.
Sorry, Celeste. Is it Mares? Mares. It could be that too, instead of mares. That sounds so crude, mares. Alizard, that's a nice Alizard. That's cute. And wow's a good fuff. I didn't say fuck, I said fuff. Welcome to the room. These look like potential Nicholas. I think I might know you, Nicholas. I'm not sure. But it's a good name if you're a different Nicholas. Muse juice. I like the Muse. Cheers to you. Aqua. I have to refill.
Wait a minute, Rick. Before I lose it.
Go for it. What is it?
Here. Oh, you see it now? Here.
Patricia? I want you to try to pronounce your last name.
Her last name.
Okay, I know. It's right here.
It's French.
Cantine. How badly did I do?
Hey, Jennifer. Hello there.
Could be. You got Conte.
Not even close.
Not even close.
Well, I love it. Thank you.
Je parle français un peu. Un petit peu.
Earl, we all are.
Oui, le salle de bain. Je m'appelle Rick. Oui. You know, the salle de bain. Maintenant. And voulez-vous coucher avec moi
You wrote that
ce
one
soir? Huh? Thank you, Jennifer Dyer. Voulez-vous coucher avec moi? I wish I could do the horn section after that. Chad goes for canteen. Sounds like a mouthwash. I do not believe that's it. I think that mine's even better. At least I tried to make it roll off your tongue. I'm going to give it one more.
I knew you wouldn't let it go.
I'm going to give it one more shot. Canty.
It's the last part. I can't think of a word in English that has that sound.
I said, there's cantan. I'm going for canty. Canty. Maybe a soft C. Santi.
Here,
Santi.
Rick,
Oh, Santi. No.
just read that one right there.
The in part, like Sal du Bain. The in part?
Yeah, it's Tine. Her last,
Okay. Thank you for trying Megadeth, Gigantor. Mega stupid head here. Easy Dropper is just saying canty. That's what I came up with. Is it canty? It's not can. And I'm not going to try to do a fake can right now. I am so sorry. It's not doo-doo. You people are bad. You're making fun of a new fan's name, and I don't like that.
The last part, Tin, sounds like Bain.
Ba?
Bain.
Like Bane? Is that what you're saying, Bane?
Don't worry about it.
I'm going for Bane. So it's, I have no idea. Somebody take it and put it all together, and you win the enunciation test. Enunciation test.
Hey, SBJ.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Somebody said they like a waltz.
Hey, Anita.
Anita Flanagan. Yes, I'm back.
Hey, Jay. Hello
I do
there.
nothing
Hi,
else
Jack.
but sit in front of my camera and live stream.
See, he was bored. Because
So-
I worked my butt off this week.
So she was tired. So I woke her up. I was tired of being bored, sitting out here alone all night. Right, hon?
You could have come to bed with me.
I'm just too full of energy. I shouldn't have taken a nap if I didn't. I should have just stayed in bed the rest of the night.
Hey, Tyler.
Oh, Van wants to be cleansed. There's people here who've never understand that. And they're just assessing whether or not they're ever going to click on this
I know, wasn't
channel
Jimmy?
again. So let's hope that if they understand what the meaning is behind what you said,
What are you smoking on?
it'll be that they watched a cocktail hour with Rick
Didn't think so, Patricia.
with the special cleansing session attached to it. I'm smoking something called Jacked Up.
Hey, Slug. Oh,
It was
Guess
a
who's watching
sativa
you?
dominant. Ooh,
Kylie, Tom, and Cheyenne.
wow.
Hey, are you watching from Air House?
Are you across the street where the heat is on?
Kylie says she's drunk in the living room.
In the living room. That's good.
I hope you can still walk, Kylie.
So my great kids from up in Baltimore watching us live here. It's so touching to have that
puts the heat up
connection.
when she goes over there.
You put the heat up, but then you put it back down?
Yes, she does, Rick.
All right. Well, because it probably takes an hour for the heat to do anything. So I guess that you must be there for a while when you
Hey.
don't need any kind of connection with Wi-Fi.
Say hi to Savannah Lannister.
Savannah. I was talking with a Savannah earlier. I wonder if it's the same Savannah.
Say the last name. Lannister.
Lannister. I was looking for the actual comment.
Rick 62.
Rick 62. Yes. 50 Shades of Rick.
Great.
Easy Dropper
How are you watching
and his
it,
wife
Kylie?
are pretty buzzed. Is Bo outside? Yes, Bo has been a little troubled tonight by what he thought was in a tree, like a raccoon. But here he is. This is his head. Let me bend down a little further there. There's his ear. Here's his collar. Oh, there is his muzzle. Here's a paw. Here's another paw. Here's two paws moving in unison. Here's Bo looking irritated a little bit. Hey, Bo. Hi, Bo. How are you?
He's saying, leave my paws alone.
Everybody likes Bo. And Bo's just sort of swinging his little paws
Yes, it is, Kylie.
against his will.
Doesn't need to, Jimmy.
I'm so terrible.
Oh, look, you just disturbed him.
I disturbed him.
What, was there something in the trees? Too?
Yeah. Now he's been looking like he's on the prowl. Up in this tree. Where is this thing I have been looking at? and I've looked with him. I've stood under it. It's been going on for 2 hours. Lizard the Gremlin, thank you so much. That is so nice. Thank you. Whoo-hoo. That's a nice lizard indeed, Jimmy Rick. Thank you very much. Oh, and there's Andrea Artstar. Hello.
Desiree
Jennifer
Eagle.
Dyer. Dylan S. And Kylie Harrington. Tyler Strife. Already spent tons of money at the mall with my brother for his birthday today, but screw it. I'll give you some love as well. Thank you very much, Lizard. Lizard the Gremlin. And your brother appreciates your generosity too. You're so nice to share.
An alligator is not up in the tree.
No, it's no alligator up in the tree. But if you watch after I hang up here, you might want to pick up and look at another thing. The Fog. Just recorded yesterday. Another late night one.
Kylie, enough with the alligators.
It's only 15 minutes in duration and it's a little insane. You might enjoy it. Totally off the cuff. I don't know why. I just was bored. I had an urge to do something.
Yeah, that's a pot mustache soul. Nothing to do with chocolate.
Yeah. So it's complicated, but this is how it works.
You already talked about it.
Well, not only do I get the residue here, as I grow stubble, it more easily
Come on, Belle.
catches this. It's so embarrassing, I know. There's actually the video, if you look carefully. You might find a shot here or there where I have one of these. Hitler, coffee, or, oh, it's just pot residue, Rick? Okay. Now it
Nancy
makes
Santa
sense.
Maria.
Well, we got all kinds of people hopping out. It's like late night.
Come on.
The stoned dally. Me, the dally. Oh, thank you. They're up a lot.
Daddy's
I
not gonna
heard
let
you were
up.
talking trash about you. Flip Che 11. I would never talk trash about most anybody, but especially you. Because I don't think I have had the pleasure of encountering your screen namus.
Kylie said safer.
Safer? Like that? Fur?
With a P, like what a cat does. Purr.
Have you ever heard people
Rick.
record cats? They sound sort of like that
Rick.
sometimes. Yes.
Flip Che
Flip Che.
is Savannah.
Flip Che is Savannah. Okay, thank you. I got you.
I mean Cheyenne, not Savannah.
Cheyenne. That's another one. Okay. Cheyenne's from Baltimore, right? And she's actually been in our home.
That's where she is now.
Oh, they're in our home now? I didn't realize
Where
that.
were you 5 minutes ago?
All right, so they're in the living room. They turn the heat up. I got it. Okay, I get it. So that means you turn the water on, so you will turn the water off when you're done, right?
Yes, Rick.
Okay, that's all cool. I got it.
She already said that. Did you see Nancy Santa?
Visually, Victoria, I love you too, hon. Up late? What did she just say? I'm sorry.
No, I didn't know if you saw that Nancy was in the room.
Oh,
Nancy Santa Maria.
Nancy Santa Maria Latica. Yes, she's talking to Soul and the Jimmy Rick. Oh, she's getting right in with the crazies.
When Florida
Joanne
Patricia-
Wickless, I haven't said hello to you tonight. Hi there. Hi, Steve-O. I see you there with your little lizard. What did you just say, hon?
I don't know.
Yeah, so
I hope not, Jimmy Rick. I haven't seen it either.
whenever you talk to Dan, please ask him about his ham hot pocket. Okay? Please ask about a ham hot pocket with Dan. He will really appreciate you asking that question. And if anybody here's on Patreon, please, for
Why,
tonight's
Kylie?
for tonight's live stream that he shared with us all, go on Patreon and leave a comment. Thank you for the ham hot pocket, Dan. Thank you so much. It has to do with a dirty little picture, but it was innocent, but it was framed by its title.
Rick.
Yes. Breeze Markey, 6 a.m. You're going to work. I'm enjoying some Rick Wave before I head out. Well, you don't have to do much to look good,
Leah Newton,
especially
hello
you,
there.
but I'm glad you're enjoying the wave, the tunes, sharing the crazy, sometimes witty,
I'm still cold, homie.
comedic, or not comedic, just droning. But the Rick Wave, you call it. Wow, Rick Wave. Off of ricksarahstar.com, there
Don't
is
think so,
a
Kylie.
link to Facebook, and it's a pink colored F. I'm not trying to get smart with you now. If you ever want to see something really interesting, I'm running out of juice. I have to plug in here. Click that pink F. Just in the nick of time, I hope. Is that thing on? Yes. There. It's nice not to have the battery go out. Gary Nolan Void, hi.
That's enough, Tom.
What's Tom doing? Drinking shots again?
No, they're just putting tons of
Slug.
alligators out there. That's Tom.
Savannah Lassiter did? Somebody wrote, I hear Savannah Lassiter bought a lot of stickers.
Not for me.
That's over your head?
We didn't sell a lot of stickers.
I don't know there's a thing in here that if you're giving to somebody, one of the things you can use is called a sticker. It's associated with the value of how much you're going to donate.
Oh.
And I was talking with a Patricia, who was talking, of course, about temperature regimes and how frickin' cold it is where she is. So that was a definite new encounter from the Dan live stream. Kylie, thank you so much.
What'd she do?
She gave a donation. You're so sweet. Thank you. I love your cute little.
I missed it.
I can't see what it is. They're the same thing as Flip Che 11. What are they? Are they little peppers or are they snakes? What are those things, Slug? What is that little animal shape your guys are putting up there?
Alligator.
Is it alligators?
You
Oh,
can't see
I can't. It's an alligator gang. Lizard Gremlin, thank you for helping me understand. I seriously was messed up. Everybody's doing alligators. Even Andrea Art Star.
Look with him now.
The what is good fuff. And I just got a thank you, Nicholas. Nicholas gave us some money. Oh, he's back here. He loves to do this. He gets in
Yes, you did,
and
Kylie.
he pushes Darlene, doesn't do it to me too much, and pushes her way over in the chair so he can get in here.
Yeah, but he's not even on my leg now. He was up on the.
And he's got and there's this pillow that she smacked me with when she came out and joined us. Almost like Lucy joining Ricky Ricardo, Serra, Rocky Raccoon, whatever. I will answer to most anything. And Soul Cecita loves you so much. I know that she would babysit you. Have to have her come house sit.
Why do we need a babysitter?
I'm just kidding.
Oh.
So she
We've
can
never
hug
seen
him.
him, Patricia.
So
They're
she can.
around, but not us.
Yeah, so she can hug him, right, Soul? That's all you want. Yeah, so I can hug him. Why are you running away? Mommy needs the blanket if you're going to do that. There.
Look at him. He's still trying to see.
He's still trying to see something that's not there. Oh, yes, Nancy. I just heard that song sung again. And it's like I
that's
just saw
good,
this
Josh.
Meet the Ricardos on Amazon Prime. And if you remember, it's free to you. And then you can rent it on there as well if you
Nicholas, it's not his startup. It's Dan's. Rick has no idea.
What's that? Oh, yeah, and Dan has been hesitant to even get into a chat about the whole thing. So I don't know what's going on in Dan's head right now. What episode was this hotel that Dan was at tonight? And he said it was from season 1. Yeah, the executive inn. As a side note, you both are beautiful, genuine people. I love you. Well, thank you, Jimmy Rick. Love you too, buddy. Yes, this place has had different names, and like Dan said, at one point in time it was shut down. I didn't know that, but he said recent times it was shut down and was used as something else. Let's see, this is Dan and
Kylie.
myself, and I guess this is Will. But the place was really
I love you too,
iffy,
sweetie.
and there was activity out in the parking lot. There were police there a couple of times while we were there.
Did he do another dirty room tonight, or did he just go to the hotel?
No, he actually did a kind of an 80-yard live in there.
Oh, okay.
And then he went and tried to do an Urbex, and they did get into the place, but it was really kind of disgusting, that house. I'm glad nothing collapsed on them. When you get into a house like that, you got to watch out, because you could lean on something and it set off something to collapse. I mean, it's that kind of brittle, it looked like to me. I don't know if I'd even wanted to have gone in there. And I did post to somebody, if they saw in the chat with Dan, I know from firsthand experience, when you go into an old bando, there's a good chance you're going to encounter the parasites that are with the animals that go inside, including fleas. So when I used to work for the City of Baltimore Health Department for about 3 years, one of the jobs we had to do was inspect building before it got demolished to make sure there was no dangerous material, chemicals, whatever, even asbestos. And if we found something that looked like asbestos, we collected a sample to verify if it was. And if it was, then they have to have that removed from the building before it can be demolished. Same if we found liquids or something that were strange, we would have had to have, like, the fire department check them out. So we went into this one house one day. It was several of us. And we don't need three of us to go into a place, but we were all bored. So we met at this one location because the other two didn't have anything to do. I was actually the one who had the location. I was driving an old empty van at the time. And over the different places we went to and we had to check, sometimes you found some fairly decent booty. Well, that included I found a can of some kind of bug repellent. So I'd put it inside of the van, and it was inside of one of those milk crates. Well, guess what? That was there to save us. Because we went into this place, we found an old type of furnace that had a type of suspect material insulation. We had to collect a sample. That means that we stayed in the building longer than we normally would. And as I was walking out, I said, wow, my legs are starting to itch. And I mentioned it to another guy who was right with me as we were walking out. He goes, oh shit, I think I am too. So all three of us got out on the street and started to check. Yeah, I was covered from my waist down. They were up in my pants.
What were they?
Fleas.
Oh.
We had fleas all over us. We had that spray in the truck, thank God. I opened up the side door, got that spray. We all stripped down to our underwear. And I sprayed the other guys, and then they sprayed me, one of them. We were in broad daylight. It was just before rush hour. Cars were riding up and down the road we were standing on, spraying bug spray on one another, wearing only underwear
You
and
never
socks.
told me about this.
Yes. I've been through some very interesting experiences. Stick around with me and my channel where I get to actually speak and not get cut off by Dan Bell. And I'll try to recite as many as I can remember before I become a total like that. People probably thought the thing was frozen for
How
a
many
second.
likes do you have, Rick?
146.
Oh my gosh.
Really? So I want to ask one more time. There's 121 people in the room. Are any of you new, never been on a live stream with Rick Serra?
We did get one, I think.
If there's anyone here who still fits the bill, you may write us. Are you ready to go, hon?
I just did it.
And we will send you a little gift. Here is the email address. Darlene just posted it. Somebody wants me to do a twerk again. My God. Do you think I am full of twerking? Sometimes I have to just say no.
Hey, Lizard, got your address. Thank you much.
I don't have the energy to twerk. Tuesday, I'll try to twerk on the beach.
And well, just good.
And
got
the
yours
sunlight
too.
you'll be able to see me better. I'll wear one of my nicest pair of underwear. And
Trunks.
No, not trunks, the underwear only first. And I'll twerk in my underwear.
Not on the beach, you were.
On the beach.
No.
I will be clothed on. I will not be clothed. I will not be violating any ordinances. What about when you wear a Speedo or a banana sack.
Hey, Tom, are
Right?
you saying stuff you shouldn't?
Don't get yourself in trouble, Tom.
No, Kylie. No means no.
Rick, yes,
Oh, the
doesn't
plug
live
was
in
timed
Baltimore?
out.
No. Ryan, I have two homes. I'm in Florida. I'm actually a Florida resident legally, but I'm living in my mom's. And then we have our place in Baltimore. We're there summers,
I know he is,
we're
Kylie.
there holiday time, and then we come down to Florida in the winter and spring, and then summer, early fall in Maryland, then back down in the fall to just before the holiday in Florida, etc. But yes, I move around, don't I? And hopefully, we're going to actually move around instead of just back and forth and actually go somewhere that we have never been and start to travel around this great big
Hey,
country we
Rob
have here.
79.
I guess a lot of people have that same urge. But we're that
Keep it
close.
that way, Kylie.
Well, it's not necessary to post personal information about your state of mind or anything else if you don't wish. Hint, hint. Lizard the Gremlin. Rick is a Florida man. Well, converted. So I don't want to make any kind of an assertion that might offend legitimate native Floridians. I am certainly not a native Floridian, but I am trying to catch up quickly.
Well, hi, Belt Or. You
Beldor,
sound new.
Beldor.
Belt. B-E-L-T.
I see, or
O-R.
something else. You live by Yosemite. That's a pretty nice part of country. That's exactly one of the ones we want to go by.
Kylie
Rick
says,
is YouTube's wacky uncle,
Kylie
Josh.
says, love you, Pop.
Thank you, Josh.
Did you hear me?
Yes, she said, I love you.
Yeah. She
And-
said, I love you, Poppy, and love you, Nana.
And I love you, Kylie. I love you, Tom. Hug, Cheyenne.
You don't love Cheyenne?
All right. I love Cheyenne. Is the rest of the family okay across the street?
Well, they definitely know where she is.
They
so
definitely know where she is. They know where to find her.
she's safe.
It's cold outside there, too. I'm sorry for
Cheyenne,
all
there's
this
plenty of beds in
cold
that
air.
house.
I think they call this winter. And that means it's cold where you live in the north. Then in the summer, it's not cold, it's warm, or it's even hot sometimes. But then again, it's winter again. It happens every year. They say our planet is
No, Rick and Dan are not related.
revolving around
I'll just have to call you Fun Nugget because I can't say
this
that long
big
one.
ball of fire. They're calling it the sun. I thought everything revolved around us on our flat earth. Because if we move, won't we all fall down? Everything will
nice,
fall
Tom.
off the plate. It's called the earth plate. Is this still on?
Yeah.
All right, I'm back to reality.
No, you're not.
I'm your host, Dr. Ricardo. And we're going to talk about feelings. How are you feeling right now, matter of fact? How many feel with their fingers? Tactile, touching. Do, do you? You're a
Got
little
it,
tired.
Tim.
You're a little tired. There you go. I got that. Feelings like you could press your tongue against the top of your hand. Does the top of your hand feel your tongue?
Hank Chill is about to smoke a blunt for Dr. Ricky.
Okay, that's
Thanks,
encouraged.
Nancy.
It makes this whole bit maybe even work if you're totally stoned. As they used to say, you're all boxed in and drawn out. Boxed in and drawn out. Did I get a couple of people? They got a little bit of a head rush from that. I did it the other night. I think I did it too many times. I don't want to put people in a coma. That isn't nice. I love this name, Rickheads. It's dangerously close to dickheads, and I can't say I've never been a dickhead, but I try to be a dickhead as little as possible. So, thank you,
Kylie,
Jimmy
I was
Rick.
sleeping, but when Poppy went live, it woke me up.
And how high am I?
And
I
this is what I
am.
did.
I'm sitting maybe with my head at about 48 inches above the ground. And Tim, I hate the fact that, you don't get 24-hour video of me, even during those moments where I'm maybe semi or totally nude, like you expect in OnlyFans. But
Hey, I never skip leg day.
I'm not trying to
What a name. I
lose
like it.
subscribers, not trying to lose them. So,
That probably is Kylie. We're kids.
Rickheads, that's what they're calling themselves. It's unbelievable. Marie Adamson has been quite happy without drug to make her that, which people say is called high. And there's certainly nothing wrong with that. You're the only clear minded person in the audience, Marie.
Yeah, I'm foggy because I was
Congratulations. Yet you still watch. It means you're
Kyle from
still
Oklahoma.
you're
Hello
open minded
there.
without needing something to make you open minded.
Hey, if
The
you're
other
just
people are
joining,
all
hit that like
uptight,
button, please.
very uptight, unless they drink heavily or smoke some herb or both. Then they open up and they're able to feel that they can be themselves. They can start to feel comfortable in their own skin.
AJ,
I
that's what
am
Rick needs to
so
start doing.
damn comfortable in my own skin, and that's what gets me in trouble. Words like no filter. I never thought of it that way, but
Good night, baby. Love you too.
I am. Good night, hon. Love you guys. Watching and making sure our home is in good shape. And safely drinking and sitting and laying instead of driving. Yeah, that's it. I'm just straight with you, even if I'm not straight.
When are you straight? Excuse me.
I am straight at periods. Like I was straight for this.
Yeah, that was all day. That's
Yeah,
really good.
maybe I should have.
No, you would know. Did you tell him that you met somebody who knew you?
Oh, I had a fan, Bobby, who's actually local, looking at possibly a place to buy. Bobby, it was great to meet you today. And we don't know whether you might be peeked in here, but if so, it was great. It was so funny. I never know when, but even just a fan here and there, it's still a thrill that you're recognized for what this little niche thing is. And it's dependent upon a core of people like you guys right now that I have anything going on. So thank you all for even at what time in the evening is it?
It's 1:30.
1:30,
1:29.
1:29 on Sunday morning,
Good night, Aflad.
Eastern time. Good night, Aflad. That there's this many people hanging out. Basically, the same length of time we just did. How many hours before? Tuesday.
It was an hour and a half.
Well, we did it Friday. So now we're working on another 90 minutes for the week. So 270 minutes plus of new program time for you to enjoy.
No, do not set this up for every week.
I'm not.
Okay, thank you.
This was something that people just said after I was in the room participating with Dan's.
My chat keeps
Got to
getting
hop
stuck.
on. Thank you very much for all your kind words. I really don't that I'm incredible.
Teen Waterfall.
It's beautiful. I mean,
James World, we do it Tuesdays and Fridays, just about every week.
so Tuesday at this time we're holding one to 5 o'clock, waiting for the resumption of daylight savings time. I know, but they're doing it anyway. We actually talked about this before on the show, whether to do it or leave it alone, or stop it. Just keep the same time all the time. But so we're going to try to do Tuesday coming up at 5 o'clock. Weather hopefully will hold up for it. We're going to do a cocktail hour with Rick at the beach with a sunset to watch.
Well, somebody said you were funny in Dan's chat tonight.
Well, thank you.
I bet you Dan didn't think you were.
Dan doesn't see any of the chat. He's driving around.
Oh.
So I was putting up some pretty bizarre stuff. I told one
That's
person.
from Jimmy Rick.
I told one person I was trolling Dan.
You were what?
Trolling Dan. And I said something, and I saw one person post a angry face emoji, and I replied back to them and I said, "Look, I'm just messing with Dan. I'm not serious." But they really did make a Death Gigantor. They had that going on. I was like, wow.
Okay.
They took it too seriously.
That boy from Texas. Hello there. You
Hi,
sound
that
new.
boy from
Took
Texas.
me a while to figure that one out.
When's the next Another Odd Place? That's a good question. Why don't you tell Rick to get off his ass and resume editing and get that damn thing done? Okay. So that's the answer on that.
And someone was
It's
there
in
still
production.
Ghost hunt,
Is a
which
nice
means
way of putting
he's
it.
sitting on his ass, looking at his phone, and not doing any work.
Yes, Ryan, actually, I'm trying to put together two different things in the same trip. One would be a paranormal, supernatural kind of a thing, and on the other hand, it's going to be a unidentified aerial phenomenon, possibly even going to a location
Hey, Rob, is it your
where
birthday? I
crafts
just
are
saw something
landing.
at Rob 79.
So
Oh, wait a minute.
I
Let me
will be
see.
taking two cameras. The one camera is only a 720 rated camera as far as the
By tomorrow, do
resolution,
you mean Monday or
but
Tuesday,
the
Rob?
camera's got a
No, Sunday or Monday.
super,
I forgot what day it
super
was.
nice zoom. So that's right the kind of thing you need.
Hi, Kane. You're up early and caught Rick from the UK. Kane with a K.
And I actually have to look at that because I need to charge a battery, I'm sure. Thank you. I know I'm still making you wait for this episode, but I will definitely bring it because I'm happy that I actually got some feedback actually from my daughter and granddaughter that shows that Another Odd Place is actually listed with my name as a show. That's pretty cool. At least it's acknowledged. Well, I'm going to go to 90 and I'm going to say goodnight.
How long have you been on?
It's 87 minutes now.
Oh, you mean I can go back to sleep?
And I'll turn it off and stop talking.
Mom's doing well, as long as Rick doesn't wake her up.
Yeah, if I wake her up tonight, that's not good.
No.
Are you going to do any hotel soap commercials? I'm still waiting for calls. It's really sad.
He'll do any commercials.
I try to get endorsement packages with anybody. Ramsey's, Trojan,
Deep Eddies.
whatever, you know. Dawn detergent.
We do use Dawn.
We do
Platinum.
use it, yes. Platinum.
Platinum.
Wow. So I should star in the Super Bowl commercial. Compared to some I've seen, I might be able to do a little better. I got it, Dan. I know. Look what I live with. So typos are, I'm stuck with typos. I need
Oh, I like that slogan, Josh.
bigger keys. They don't really have big keyboards. Or if they do, I haven't found one. Well, look, everybody. Thank you all. I hope I helped you to come down off of your high with Dan. And now, oh, Anita, thank you very much for saying that. It's time for us to go. Hope you all can now relax. Take deep breaths in, slowly through your
Hey,
nose,
Dogtooth.
and then out your mouth.
How many likes do you have, honey?
168.
Oh, I'm
9.
showing 169.
Yes, 169. I bet you it's 170. And repeat this process in, out, and you'll be asleep in no time. Otherwise, take a few shots of Jim Beam, and that will help.
That would make me puke.
Happy Sunday, everybody. Enjoy the Sabbath. Peace. Love you all.
Good night, everybody.
Talk to you soon.
See you Tuesday.
Tuesday it is. Bye-bye.